What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I've got an absolute treat for you. I actually woke up at 4:30 in the morning, drove my butt all the way up to Indiana specifically to show you this model. This is the 2025 Denali 366RK. This is the first version of this, so it's going to be about 95% correct, but they are making some tweaks before they go into production here in about a month and a half to 2 months. So drop your comments, provide your feedback, because you can actually shape the outcome of this RV. But I'll tell you, this is where kind of like old school craftsmanship and new school style kind of collide. This is so different than anything I have seen in my 12 years of being in the RV industry. I mean, you're gonna have like metal slam latch doors over here on the side, super, super cool. But when you go in, they are bringing back the art of real, like, wood, I don't even know what to say, wood decor, I guess. So right here, right when you first walk, well, again, 2025 Denali 366RK. Hit that like and subscribe button for daily RV content too. And again, drop your feedback, because this is going to be an important one, for you to do that. Real cherry here on the sides, and notice this is actually textured. So this is going to be some handmade, type stuff right there. But it's also going to hide kind of like the ugly stuff. So this is going to be your control panel for like your slides and your different lighting controls, your tank valves, all of that. Right here is going to be a little closet where you can hang some stuff on. And then below, you have your fuse box. But I love the fact that they're trying to hide things and do something different. Plus, they're getting back to kind of that old school style where, the style just kind of meets up, I guess. I'm not really sure what else to say about that. Absolutely stunning. You have a huge L-shaped couch, massive 6'10" tall high slides, and I like the way that the blinds are built into the frame, kind of like what a Brinkley is. But you're also going to get mirrored reflective finish there on the window, and an alumifoil on the exterior of the shade itself to kind of keep some of that heat, kind of in or out, depending on how you want to use it. So 2 slides over in here in the living room. It's basically going to be dual opposing. So you're going to see you get a ton of walk around room. So whether you're bringing the grandkids, you can lay out some, air mattresses, build a fort, do what you want to do. Or if you simply want to snuggle up with honey buns on this absolutely massive couch that features a pull-out bed there up underneath to just catch a good view of hopefully a great movie. You got probably, like, what would you think? Probably about a 50 to 60 inch TV right there with a built-in sound bar. More hidden storage right here. And again, cherry woods. This is going to be real wood, not that press board that a lot of people are using. So it's a step in the right direction for you folks that are, concerned about quality RVs. You're also going to have a fireplace that puts out about 4,800 BTUs of heat there too as well. So it'll really heat up the entirety of this back half. Absolutely no problem. Now, travel mode. What are you going to do with a big old L couch? Well, there's actually going to be on a hinge piece right there. So you can take it right here. I've already got it unlocked. And just as easy as that, nothing that's too cumbersome. You don't have to lift it up and plop it up onto, the couch or anything. Now you are in travel mode. So as you can tell, extremely easy. Now those windows too, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the mirrored reflective finish, but they also all open up for a nice breeze. So every single one of these, will open up. So that way, hopefully on a nice fall day like we got coming up, or actually I guess here right now, it should already be winter, but you can open it up, you're good to go. You also have an emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. Now flip it back around. We're back on over to the other slide, and now for slide height reference, again, I'm 6 feet tall, and you can see, just a ton of clearance. I'm guessing 6'10", but again, massive windows for massive views, massive breeze, really just massive anything. You're also going to have 2 recliners, which I love seeing that, as opposed to like a like the little theater seating or something. I like the fact that it's 2 individual ones, because now you can squirrel it out and now maybe watch a movie there. You're also going to get outlets on the side, outlet right there with a power tower with built-in USB and universal C, and then 2 drawers there as well. Those are going to be on the soft close. Now, if you're not familiar with these are going to be on the quick recline, so they lay down really nice and flat. And then right over here is a pretty interesting setup. Basically, you have table for 2 as it is now. You can take this and expand it up, and now you got table for 4, but you can also plop this section up or that section up and configure it into like a working desk. And then you have power towers on either side as well, much like you just saw over there with the 2 outlets, USB and universal C. So one right here and one right there. Pretty darn versatile setup. You also got some really nice kind of fancy lights. Like seeing that. But again, look at that. The cherry wood, the decor on that. Looking good. And speaking of looking good, babe, if you're watching, I love you. Appreciate you letting me, drive up at kind of a last minute's notice, get some videos done. I'm actually going to do 18 units between today and tomorrow, so there's going to be a lot of good content coming out for you guys from these people. I like the LED lights there sitting there underneath. I think it just gives it a nice little ambient glow. You got the solid surface countertops. You're also going to have a little hanging area for maybe like a dish towel. So I know my wife would absolutely love that. She always seems to put Christmas towels and Thanksgiving towels and, who knows, Cupid towels, depending on the season. She just likes decoring stuff up. I don't know what this is made out of. I don't know if this is porcelain or what, but that is nice. I mean, that's like a wash basin. Then you have your high-rise faucet, whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. More outlets for more stuff. And I mean, look at those kind of hippie style lights. I think that is too cool for school. You're also going to get 3 ACs by the looks of it. So you got 2 back here. They're both going to be the 15K as well. Underneath the sink, access to your plumbing, plenty of storage. You also notice the soft close. And then look at even like the cabinetry, still looking really sharp. I like that nickel finish there as well. Plenty of countertop space for really everything that you need. So I like to see that. You're also going to have an oversized oven. Well, maybe not oversized, but it's enough to cook like maybe like a real small turkey. Little mini gobbler. You get the 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixings, and then a residential sized microwave with the old potato mode and then reheat potato mode. Now this right here is going to come down on the hinge so it swings down and then covers that up. They switch it up to kind of the 2-tone up here, which I think makes a nice little division. And you can see, you got plenty of storage. I mean, you got more over here, there too as well. And then kind of more of the same back behind this. You're also going to see a copper tab with the magnetic latch to kind of help when you're driving down the road. You have a nice little extra viewing window for nothing more than just maybe, hopefully a good view, but also just to let in a little bit of natural lighting there for you. And then you're going to have 3 pull-out drawers. So the top one is like this, and then the bottom 2 are going to be just like that. And you can fit a ton of stuff in there. Massive 12-volt refrigerator, and it's going to have the 2 different freezer trays, which is nice. So I think this is 18 cubic foot if I'm not mistaken, but I'll try to put the specs as they come down in the description there for you. We got playoff football coming up. We got a pretty good chance to make a run at state, which is nice. You got the sophomore boy, 16. I don't know if he'll see the field or not in the tournament. He's on JV, and he kind of swings on varsity, kind of on the riding the bench there this year. But I'll tell you, it'd be real nice for him to get a ring. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Certainly we'll get a couple photos if we go. Right there, the old Steamer Stink Stucker 3000. And then look at that. Just a ton of storage right here. And just how good looking does that look? I love the fact that you got 2 garbage cans right there. And then 2 pull-out, or no, it's not 2 pull-outs, it's 1. But I like how it's beveled out to make it look like it's 2. But I mean, I imagine putting like dog leashes, trash bags, whatever you might want there. And then just an absolute ton of storage. And I mean, I'm 6 feet tall with pretty average lengthed arms, although very skilled in the art of bowling. I mean, look at that. Tippies don't even touch it. You probably got another 6 inches or so heading out the back. So you can put some incredible, extra storage there. But what do you guys think so far? I mean, how do you feel, like they did? I think decor-wise, absolutely crushed it. I mean, look how beautiful, like that angle is right there. That's crazy. And I mean, inside of here too, by the way, you got your speakers up there on the roof, because I definitely didn't point that out. And you have another fan. So even though you got the 2 ACs right there, you got another place where you can help circulate some of that air, zip it in or maybe pump some more out. Probably opposite hand movements would go good. All right, so behind the little secret area, this is going to be, again, for all your slide-out controls. This one has a generator on it, although generator and washer and dryer are going to be optional. So make sure you either order it or buy it kind of how you want. There, definitely don't want any tomfoolery going on. This is where you can check your tank levels, your lightings here for the inside. A closet with the little octopus doodads, put a hoodie on me. And you're ready to rock. And then you also have your fuse box, so if something isn't working, make sure to check that out. This is going to be the controls for the 2 Max Air fans that I just showed you, the old steam suckers like I called them, and then your Dometic controls for your zones 1 and 2. Floating steps with the LED lights, and then you're also going to have a grab handle here too as well. And I apologize, this does not have 3 ACs. It actually has 2 ACs, so they're both in there, and then they're ducted into the bedroom. But I'd be curious to see if you can get a 3rd AC. It looks like you probably will, but I'll drop some more information on that. Even the mirror right here has the LED lights. I mean, look how nice that looks. Pretty darn snazzy. I mean, talk about pinkies up. It's got some beef to it too. Most of these are like flimsy, and you can pull them around, just kind of shape them, do whatever you want. But those actually have a little bit of depth. I'm assuming real wood back there too. And I like how the design goes even behind the mirror, but it also goes back behind the shower. Now this is going to be the Tri-Glide Glass series. So if you are a little bit of, what I like to call a roundie, we got rounds and flats. If you are a round, you're going to really appreciate the fact it's got a Tri-Glide Glass series because it opens up just a little bit more, and you have a teak seat. So if you want to, shave your legs, that'll be good for all shapes of humans. You also have about 6'5" or so for head clearance here, 6'2" for right here as well. And then obviously, you got your shower head and whatnot. It's one of those fancy ones too. It's got one of those clickers, and you can rotate it, however you want. But I like that. More storage. You're going to get 2 of those. A nice place for a towel. And then you have the porcelain foot flush throne there. Now, one change that I probably would like to see, because my shoulder is up on the wall, not a huge deal, because I would probably just, turn a little bit. I'd make do for this for sure. But I would like to see the toilet on a little bit of an angle, so I got a little bit more, moving and grooving room. So we'll be curious to see, how that goes. Tankless on-demand hot water heater. So if you're not familiar with that, it's basically instant hot water as long as you have propane. And then dual vanities there too as well. Hitting those hands from most angles, baby. Access to your plumbing, storage, and I love the fact that they got 2 or 4 pull-out drawers there as well, as opposed to just kind of like some open-ended storage. I love this bathroom. You also have a little mini steam sucker right there, and another little guy waiting for a towel. Now the bedroom, absolutely love the bedroom. You got dual entry into here, so whether it's just the guest coming in this way or you coming in that way, but I mean, look at this bedroom. Absolutely insane. I think there's a secondary light back here too that should kick on. Yeah, look at that. Oh man, too cool for school, am I right? I mean, look at that. I just want to give you a good little shot. That could be a good thumbnail, to be honest with you. The future of RVs is here, baby. So you're going to have, they call it a king bed, but in reality, it's kind of like one of those camper kings. I think it's like 72 by 74, so it's not a 72 by 80, but it does give you a little bit of extra space there. You're also going to have 2 reading lamps. My wife likes to read. Right now, we're reading Red Rising. Phenomenal. I got about another couple chapters on that. And then it's a 7-book series, so if you're kind of like to dork out like I do, make sure to read that. My wife got me hooked on them, man. So good. Right here you have a window that opens up. This other one is just closed out in Dracula mode. I wanted to show you that. These lights over here on the side are obviously able to be turned on and off. And again, the washer and dryer is optional. But window and window, smart TV, little bench for you to sit down and kind of get ready. But you can also maybe hide away, a couple things that you don't want, seen every day. Or maybe put like, wife would maybe put like crystals and shoes and stuff in there. But I like that. If you didn't put the washer and dryer, I think a little hanging rack in there would be pretty cool for some extra room right there. But look at that. The hanging rack is, the kind with the LED lights, the backlit blue. You can turn that off as well if you're not a big fan of it. But you're also going to have 4 pull-out drawers. And what's cool about these doors is they actually rotate back behind all the shelving. So they come out. And then, you can kind of imagine the other side there too as well. And then folds back in on itself, back behind the wall. Let me get that in there. But pretty darn cool. But drop a comment. 4G, 5G LTE prep. But drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. It is prep for the AC too, by the way. I would think. It looks like it. That'd be your controls for it. But, oh yeah, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Again, it's the 2025 Denali 366RK. Pretty darn cool. And remember, it is in prototype mode. So specifications, options, maybe little tweaks here and there. Things could change, which is why your input is definitely important. But all right, here we are on the outside. You got the square European windows again with the mirrored reflective finish. And this is what I'm talking about for the door. So one, metal slam latch, but two, metal door. I mean, how cool is that? How nice is that? The only flaw that I have with it is when you get these ones that open up sideways, the fact that you have two handles. So if you have something in your hand like a camera, maybe getting in and out of this might be a little bit difficult in that regard. But they also have tie down. So if you want to bring like a kayak or, like fold up like an e-bike or something, you got the ability to do that. And these are the nice ones that are in the toy hauler. And I think they have a 1,500 pound capacity for the tie down. Outlet out here. So maybe if you want like a TV or something, you're good to go. Boom. That's how that closes. Aluminum frame. It's also welded at all points. And look at all the storage you got up there. And then underneath on the front, when I swing back around, I'll show you where the Jenny goes. That's crazy. Propane. Solar on the side for an extra 28 amps of solar. And then look at the awning on the campground side. And oh, that's that. Look at that. That's that aluminum foil I was telling you about. So pretty cool. It's kind of like the reflective finish in like a mall parking lot that you would put in there. People you see in Walmart with the reflector so that way your car doesn't get hot. Massive awnings over here on the outside with the LED lights underneath. You're also going to get slide toppers on this, which is super clutch. Because if you're parked underneath like a tree, not in a warehouse, it would hit the top, and then as you fold it in, it would fold right back off. You're also going to see the solid entry steps with a screen door. It's also going to be wind resistant to 25 miles per hour. It's also going to have the Solera 3000 series, so that'll run off the solar up top, which I believe has 200 watts. Azdale, if you're not familiar with Azdale, it's basically impervious to the water damage as far as like the material itself. So it's a more expensive way of doing it, but it is definitely the proper way of doing it. A lot of your high-end units will have that Azdale on there. Here's a little Y bracket for a TV along with the appropriate plugins. I like the decaling on it as well. You got the dual axles there. I mean, look at that sharp, man. Denali. Imagine pulling a Denali with a Denali. That'd be fancy. So you have a ladder to get on top of your roof. Fully walkable roof, by the way. So you have the aluminum superstructure there. So you'll have the aluminum sidewalls and all that kind of good stuff. 250 pound weight capacity, so we're not going to be going up there today for you. You also have a 2-inch receiver, the 300 pound weight rating, as well as the 50 amp connection right there too. You're also going to see you are prepped for a rear observation camera so you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers. Unleaded fuel only, so that's pretty cool. It's got a separate little section for the generator pull-up, so it's got a little auxiliary tank. I wasn't expecting that. So I would assume, based on the toy hauler versions, I would assume that's probably going to be a 20 or 30 gallon tank. I'll try to get some more information of that as well. That's going to be your drain as well as your valves. And then pull it around over here. It's going to be the tankless on-demand hot water heater. You have your other dump right here. And then let's see what's behind door number 1. Look at that, nice little docking station. So you have your winterization, city water connection, black tank flush, which is a sprinkler system for your poop tank. You also have a little thing that you can unscrew there to get access to go underneath the camper. Freshwater connection, and then cable, satellite, bypass valves, all that good stuff. Now let me go ahead and open up this door. You got the manifold system, so that's pretty darn cool. So like, let's just say if you spring a leak in the sink on the cold water, we'll just go ahead and just shut off the cold water, for the sink. It's a nice little safety feature to have. That'll make what normally would be a headache, kind of flip it up into a hiccup for you. Which I don't know about you, but I'd much rather have the hiccup than the headache. Nice underside of that right there. 5500, that is going to be optional again with that washer and dryer. Then you got your hydraulics for the 6-point auto leveling system and your battery box there too as well. And then you're also going to get the new Helix. That's going to help out with some of the compression there when you are driving down the road. But all right, guys, Drop some comments. Let me know what you think. Again, this is the 2025 Denali 366RK. My name is Hunter. Have a great day. See you. Meow, 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 meow.